everyone, today marks the release of Jurassic World. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, Jurassic World, the Rebirth. Now I've had the t-shirt on today, hot and sweaty, but yeah, pretty cool poster except for the D. The double D is the D. Dogs in the background. Deal with it. Right, it's okay, I will not spoil the film until about 2 or 3 minutes in. I will say when I talk about spoilers. Jurassic Park today cost me £49.95 to go and see it on a recliner Dolby Atmos digital screen at the Metro Centre. It cost me £50 because I opted to get the Jurassic Park popcorn bucket, which is a right bitch getting your hand stuck in that in the dark, trying to get all the popcorn out. I do feel robbed on the quantity of how much popcorn you should get in that. And also, you get to pick your cup, so I picked the Spinosaurus cup, and I paid the extra 22 pence you do to pick the button. So they give you the cup, you go to the machine, you have the options. Is there a Coke police around? Coke police? So anyway, you pay that 22 pence just to so you don't feel like you're doing something wrong. You know, it's like, where's my ice? So anyway, apart from that, it's again, profit, money, cinema. You know, doing stuff like this. I've got a Beetlejuice one, I've got a Deadpool one, but that was really cool, and we're not getting Jaws ones over here. But that could look pretty cool sitting on the shelf. Now, I've had Rex for a long time. Go way back, he's always in my videos, and this is today's Jurassic Park. So if you're a fan of Jurassic Park or Jurassic World franchise, go back over the channel. I think even going back to Fallen Kingdom, I sat and did a review. I've seen Jurassic Park 1 about 9 times at the cinema, even one with the orchestra. That was on the channel. I grew up in New Zealand when Jurassic World came out and seen that there. Jurassic Park 3, probably one of my favourite ones. Jurassic World, remember going to see that in the pictures, and the last couple. Now, the new one is directed by Gareth Edwards, who directed and rebooted the franchise of Godzilla, who came from a background of the Monsters movie, and has been doing dibble-dabbling with Star Wars the last couple of years. And I didn't really know that, because I've stayed away from this, because like, for years we wanted a new Jurassic Park, and for years and years and years, and then all of a sudden we've now had 7 Jurassic Parks in total, and we still, mini spoiler here, have not had a Loch Ness Monster in it. But I went there, first day, give me money, sat with my friend Carl McSorley next to it. We sat right at the front, like that. And, you know, like, I heard all the bad stuff about it, and as a fan, I've generally enjoyed getting up. I've got that absolute nostalgic Jurassic Park buzz. It is a lot different, which I'll talk about in a minute, but you know, I do not regret getting up and going and see the pictures. If I look back now and I try to piece together what happened in Fallen Kingdom or Dominion, that I just can never say for ages, and I turn my head sideways and go, I think the franchise just went out of control. And first off, I'm going to start spoiling here, but again, if you're a Jurassic Park fan, go at the pictures, pay your money, go nuts, give them all the money, because this is a franchise of our generations. Anyway, I always loved the book of Jurassic Park, and when I read the book after years of seeing the original movie, the book was like reading a fucking amazing remake. And I wouldn't be too bothered if someone actually remade Jurassic Park as a book. I thought that's maybe where we would go at this point. Even if they split it down and did something like they did with it. I think there's so much they could do with the book, but you know, they're still pulling bits from the book now into the modern movies, and that's obviously the reference to the very known now the Tyrannosaurus Rex and the rafter scene, which I've moved it. No, I haven't. I recently bought the collection on PlayStation, and I was devastated because not only is Jurassic Park so hard, and still is hard, on the original Mega Drive, and one of the scariest intros ever on the Mega Drive, especially with the T-Rex coming along, like literally like, I was devastated when you started up and the T-Rex doesn't go, Sega! I was like, that's what I bought this for? And anyway, it'd get off the ticket gizmo. And also, like, obviously Cinemassacre's covered quite a lot with the second one, where if you didn't really watch Cinemassacre and you spent ages looking to where the bush was, you know, the game goes on random tangents. So I still think, like, now they're still pulling from its original source. But going into there today, I felt like there was a lot of fan delivery. For years we wanted the Dilophosaurus back into it. We got it in a funny way. I thought the discarded raptors, you know, kind of like this is the new big bad. So there's a few things I felt like, you know, I've seen a couple of reviews saying, oh, if the audience is stupid, they'll like it. I'm stupid, but I'm not stupid. I went in there, it starts off very grounded. First off, the kid factor, it's a Steven Spielberg, it's a Jurassic World movie. I think, like, you know, the elements in there, but I kind of feel like this could have been the one where there was no kid element. No threat. I don't think you need it. The kid with the dinosaur in the backpack, looking like Dora Explorer, or shades of Billy from Gizmo. The name, I think the name is really bad. Jurassic World Rebirth. Rebirth as in, yeah, the last one was shit. And you made this kind of Expendables, kind of Avengers Assemble of the original cast and the new cast. It was pretty messy, the last one, with the giant birds and all that kind of stuff. But calling it Rebirth, I thought, well, why Rebirth? Like, nothing's reborn in it. It's not like he's a clone. We've had that one. Recalling it Jurassic Park something wouldn't have been a bad shout. All the electricity's gone off. Oh well. Anyway, so all the electricity's gone out. It's a good job I hadn't started it yet. Anyway, okay, so power's gone out. Back to where I was. So yeah, there's a power cut to start with a bit of plastic and stuff like that. Again, calling it Rebirth, call it Jurassic Park, call it Extinction, call it Extraction, call it, you know, Jurassic Island. Now, Carl said this would have been a great Return to Skull Island movie, because I have no idea what the big bad is. I know it's called D-Rex, but like, what the fuck is it? It looks like someone had been feeding the aliens and it just got morphed into something. The big bad isn't really a big bad threat. It's kind of just left there, and obviously you've seen this far in the video now. It doesn't do anything. It's no climax battle, it's not like that. It just wanders off. It's got fucking 6 or 7 different fucking hands going on. It's like, well, what's that? It's not really a credible threat. It was fucking awesome to see the Spinosauruses back in it. To me, personally, have the Spinosaurus be the big bad would have been enough. You know, I think like that. I think that we didn't need the mutation. I didn't need the mutation. It's same with the raptors when they killed one of the raptors off, because obviously we've had blue shoved down our throats so much over the last movies. I think them bringing in the raptor, which is a bird, and trying to pay homage to what it may have once looked like, wasn't really a good threat. But it also, when Scarlett Johansson kills it, she shows you how force to reckon with. There was some pretty good deaths in it. There was weed references, there's a couple of swearing. The family being in it, I felt it was drained to fuck of colour in some bits. T-Rex having to roll around, chilling out, good stalking. There's some really creepy reveals. I still wanted replace the Spinosauruses with Loch Ness monsters. That would have been cool. There's some really good scenes. It screamed Jaws. The bit where they're trying to shoot the fucking shark from Jaws, that's there. When the guy falls off the cliff, feels like First Blood when he lands, when the fucking Blade, who I didn't even click on was Blade, all the way at the end when he's literally about to do his Arnold Schwarzenegger, come on, kill me, and then he comes back, we're like, wait, what the fuck happened? Is the creature nice? Just killed the bad guy. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, there was a bit cliches in it, and you know, but the CGI looked great. I love the idea of always going back to the island and like the entrapment. And I was playing the Star Wars game recently, which I'm not a Star Wars fan, and it was the Jedi Survivor, whatever it is, and I thought it'd be really fucking cool, especially some of the creatures they're having that, to do some kind of a Jurassic Park game. And apparently they're doing a one What Is Survivor, but it was kind of like, that would be an interesting story. Jurassic World Park is just monumentally fucking brilliant. This new one is probably one of the better entries into the franchise. There's a couple of nods here and there, Easter eggs, you know, doesn't shove it down your face. It's here's the island, but I think Carl hit the nail on the head saying, because I always said there should have been a Kong 2 before there was Godzilla vs Kong. I think there was another entry within that franchise to give Kong more momentum going into King Kong Godzilla. But you know, like, they didn't need this big bad. I mean, they could have just replaced it with the Spinosaurus and let that come back. Because it's great to have that back in the franchise. And, you know, there was some really eerie, creepy bits. But again, the kid factor's there. Yes, it's for the audience and franchise and stuff like that. But as I said, there's quite a lot of references. I wasn't a fan of the birds. Obviously, there's two different birds. There's the raptor birds, then there's the bigger birds. And I was watching a video the other day about the possibilities of the birds being in the original, and it was changed. Yeah, it should have been like that. The flying birds should have always been in the original. And they were fucking terrifying in the third one. So my outtake will be me talking about what I think of the series in general, because, you know, I've enjoyed the movie. Again, it's fresh. I've just sat down. I've also got no fucking power on now. I have no idea why, unless it's just that light bulb. But anyway, go and see it. Support movies, but again, £50 to go and see the cinema. I know I got the bucket and the pop and me 22 pence extra for Coca-Cola original taste. But it is quite expensive because sadly there was 10 people in that cinema this morning. I remember having to queue for the original Jurassic Park back in the day. So yeah, see you now, thanks. So first outtake, oh yeah, we have got power, just press the PlayStation controller. Of course that's going to have power. So there's no power on the house. Brilliant. I need to investigate that. So off the top of my head right now, the best one is Jurassic Park to me. Jurassic Park is the best one, it is the better one, and I've got no problems if it ever got remade. The dinosaurs are terrifying. The animatronics in it, you believe they're there. The Dilophosaurus, terrifying. The T-Rex, terrifying. The score, the direction, brilliant. The Lost World, way too soon, an homage to King Kong. Steven Spielberg directing it. Again, the hype though when that came out. I put that second off bottom. I do. The next one from Jurassic Park would be Jurassic World, the first one. I think the nostalgia, the homage, the for a new generation. I still watch that there and love it. I love it how they honour everything, the T-Rex, the park working but then failing, all the Easter eggs. So yeah, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, then it's between this new one and Jurassic World 3, Jurassic Park 3. Spinosaurus, brilliant bad guy. You know, Alan Grant's back, yeah, Kid's back, but there is some really good, you know, like just survival stuff, and it has a lot of fun. Obviously gets a lot of hate, but the flying dinosaurs, but pterodactyls, they're fucking terrifying, especially where the one just turns around, you know, and fucking eyeballs them and then fucking creeping along. But again, that's in the original book. Do you know what I mean? Then, I don't know, I'm going to put Lost World last. Then, it's a toss-up between Fallen Kingdom and Dominion around the two bottoms. You know, like Fallen Kingdom, I remember liking it in my review because it was something different. It's a haunted house and it was trying to go another way, but was it too much too quick? And then Dominion was such a letdown. With all the cast coming back, it just seems messy and a bigger picture, you know what I mean? So yeah, the new one, middle of the road, it's good, it can stand alone. We don't need a franchise. I think it just could have done with a better name. Now, for now, I'm going to find out why Dennis Sedgery has turned my fucking electricity off and where the fuck Samuel L. Jackson is to put me fucking power back on, because, yeah, interesting. This is a roundabout take for Jurassic Park because obviously the power went off. It's now back on. Like half an hour of adverts, then trailers, then the movie. I went in at 10:30. I got home at 2:00. Again, is it too mental to think now that you could bring back an interval so people can get up and go for a piss if they need a piss? Go and get some more popcorn. You want to get some more popcorn? Good fucking luck, because it takes fucking ages. But I'm kind of saying is, like, you go in there ready to watch a movie and here comes the adverts. And I've seen the Superman advert twice. I've seen the trailer for Jurassic Park, the competition, twice. Now, if I hadn't seen the trailer, I would have fucking spoiled the movie. So it's like kind of like, you know, Am I just being a old miserable bastard for like not going in there? Yeah, kind of, but like again, an hour when you get to my age now, an hour is a long time to sit through adverts. You know, give us a proper time. If it's going to start at 10:30, make the fucking thing start at 10:30. That's a very outtake. Power's back on. Hold on to your butt. And I can smell dog poop. No, I can't. I'm way joking. Goodbye for now.